wabarakatuh. This is our group members. Our topic for this is high-rise residential, the challenges of the property management. Based on our studies on high-rise residential buildings, we found there are a few challenges that are faced by property management. There are a few challenges that are faced by the property management, where the first is payment problems, then attitude of people, manage the office, crime problem, and managing a property fire devastating in many ways.
High-rise residential is a tall building as opposed to a low-rise building. It is used as a residential, office building, or other function, including hotel, retail, or with multiple purpose combined. High-rise residential buildings are also known as tower blocks. High-rise residential require people to manage it, so it's a job for a property management.
Property manager was hired by the property management and become the person who in charge all the management in the property and monitoring the maintenance of the building and outgoing property management is the management of the residential, commercial and industry real estate, including apartment, detached house, condominium unit and also shopping center. Property management is also managing the property that owned by another party. For your information, our issue is about high-rise residential buildings. Almost all cities in the developing countries as well as developed ones, residential buildings are included with high-rise and high density. Some of the developers choose to build the high-rise residential because of the limited of land areas, geographics, and demographics condition. What is high-rise residential buildings? High-rise residential consists of separate multiple housing units that share the same lots of land. This type of building provide a basic amenities such as covered parking, 24 hours security system and swimming pool.
This high residential building happened because of the growing population and intensifying urbanization. High-rise residential towers have become more prevalent in many cities, replacing vast areas of vernacular houses. During the building of these towers, the housing process has been radically thinking about the long history of human dwelling. Today, the building of larger numbers of dwelling in high residential towers is controlled by a few parties, which is architects and developers, which is dramatic change from tradition. Essential, the early high-rise building was an economic phenomenon in which business was the engine that drove innovation. Design was tied to the business equation, and style was secondary to the primary factors of investment and use. The priorities of the men who put this building were economy, efficiency, size, and speed.
My part is to talk about the challenge that property manager need to face. One of the challenge that property manager needs to face is to manage the organization. As we know, the organization is very important in managing a building. The establishment of an organization can facilitate the management of office work. However, the property manager need to properly manage its organization for efficient management in dealing with people. Training also should be given to employee to deal with the customer, with the also with the human behavior. The behavior of workers is a challenge that the property manager must face in maintain the organization.
There are various types of crime and accident happen in the high-rise building, like vandalism, thief, and the tenant-owned behavior was the common problem happen in the high-rise building. High-rise building also the most place for the suicide and the failing from the highest building happen. Other than that, murder case and the rape accident also happen in the high-rise building. For all these cases will happen due to the failure of the security system. The failure of security system happened because the most security guard was lack of knowledge in security service, and because of that, them cannot monitor the safety of the tenant. Beside that, the most of security guard early retire age over 16 without proper training, and difficult to get the young people to become the security guard.
So, the another challenges faced by the property management is payment problems of fees. Generally, fees that are required to pay by the tenants are maintenance fee, facilities, parking fees, and commercial rates. But it is become complicated when tenants did not want to pay their fees. Most tenants have a range of excuses and use harshness for not making payment. Some of them did not want to make a payment because they said the developer of landlord put a hidden fees in their payment. It is affected to the maintenance of the property because lack of the maintenance fund and they cannot run the management like usual.
The other challenge for the high-rise residential is human behavior. From this, it will cause problem to the property manager as have to handle the variance of human behavior. Human behavior is the most difficult thing to handle. This due to the people like to follow their own rule rather than the rule that have been fixed by the manager of the building. Firstly, as we know at the high-rise residential, the pets are not allowed, but certain people they like to bring their pets at the high residential even they know it is wrong. So then they just bring and broke the rule of the high residential. This will make the problem at the high residential as the property manager has to meet the owner to advise them for not bring the pets at the high residential. This will cause the noise and will make other people not comfortable with this situation. Then about the safety at high building, creating the perception of safety and providing residents with peace of mind are as important as adopting physical security measures. The effectiveness of security systems depends on the nature of the property and the management controls in place. Gates, fence, CCTV help a property manager reduce crime occurrence, but the management still need to hire professional security personnel to complement the physical security buffers. However, this practice is not well developed in many high-rise residential.
Apakah cabaran yang dapat dilihat daripada bangunan strata?
Okey. Cabaran lain yang terdapat di bangunan strata ialah cabaran dalam pengurusan kebakaran. Okey, right. Kebakaran ni dia berlaku tanpa kita duga, tanpa kita sedari. Okey, right. Bila api ataupun harta kediaman kita terbakar, terdapat potensi yang tinggi untuk kehilangan nyawa, harta dan juga kos kewangan. Kos kewangan ni dalam kos bangunan dan kita bina tu lah. Okey, right. di sini property management dia perlulah memastikan penyewa dia selamat serta melindungi harta benda dia, harta benda serta kediaman daripada kebakaran. Okay, terdapat beberapa punca kebakaran ini berlaku, antaranya percikan api, kebakaran yang disebabkan rokok, disebabkan elektrikal dan lain-lain. Okay, kalau mengenai kebakaran disebabkan merokok ni, sebagai property management telah mempunyai satu peraturan untuk mengharamkan merokok di kawasan sekitar bangunan. Walaupun tidak semua orang boleh mematuhi, tapi peraturan ni adalah satu pajakan kepada penyewa. Okey, so kalau macam ni adanya peraturan, penyewa lain dia tengok dia tidak akan melakukan perkara sedemikian. Pengurusan tanah ni mestilah melindungi penyewa serta harta benda dan diri mereka sendiri dan membuat keputusan terhadap kebakaran. Okey, dia pengurusan tanah kena peka. Sebenarnya kena peka, kena alert lah kalau apa-apa berlaku mengenai bangunan yang disebabkan oleh kebakaran.
Challenge to manage the security and safety issue. The challenge to manage the security and safety issue is also apply when occurrence of fire occur. Here we can see the management is forced to solve the problem. The management has to maintain CCTV, alarm equipment and fire extinguisher to ensure that it works properly when the fire occur happen. The property management also face problem in managing the safety issue if the hazard arise from the equipment of the residents, such as removing garbage from the top to bottom. Many of us hear this happen in high-rise residential. Each action not only endanger the life of other residents but also damage the property of other equipment. Property management parties have to think about ways to solve this problem.
Bagaimanakah Encik menangani masalah pembayaran dan macam manakah Encik selesaikan masalah tersebut?
Okey, baik. Bagi masalah pembayaran, kami ada dua masalah, iaitu dalam masalah untuk mengumpul dana untuk baik pulih bangunan dan juga masalah dalam list, iaitu dalam penyewaan. Okey, kalau dalam masalah untuk mengumpul dana untuk pembaik pulih, kami mencadangkan untuk pembayaran secara langsam pada awal untuk pembelian bangunan tersebut. Okey, dan juga jika dalam masalah list penyewaan, kami mengedarkan risalah serta notis kepada penghuni dan juga penyewa di bangunan serta. Kami juga ada proper plan, sama ada kutip pada awal bulan ataupun hujung bulan. Dengan ini ia dapat memastikan penyewa serta penghuni dapat menyediakan wang untuk membuat pembayaran.
Dimaklumkan ada penyewa yang melakukan hal sendiri, ada yang tidak bergaul dengan pelbagai lagi. Adakah benar?
Ya, betul.
Jika begitu, adakah kesedaran antara penyewa dan juga penting?
Okey, right. Kesedaran antara penyewa dan juga kepada management amat penting. Okey, right. Penyewa ni ada yang mereka ni tak bergaul, buat kerja sendiri, jenis tak berkawan, duduk rumah, tak kenal siapa jiran sebelah, siapa jiran kiri, siapa jiran kanan. Okey, right. Nanti jika ada apa-apa, mereka terus menyalahkan property management, menyalahkan pihak management. Okey, right. Dengan ini saya sendiri mencadangkan, okey, pihak management ni buat event, kumpulkan mereka, adakan meeting. Okey, selalu tu event. Kalau jadi apa-apa, mereka tak terus salahkan pihak construction. Okey. Bukan salah management juga. tak kumpulkan mereka, tapi dari mereka sendiri. Okay, yang ada sifat tak nak kenal dengan yang lain, dan common sense mereka adalah kurang. Okay, so macam kita duduk kat bangunan serta ni, kita terikat dengan hubungan antara semua, sebab bangunan tu adalah hak milik sama, jadi kita kena jaga bersama-sama. So kesedaran antara pemilik dan juga penghuni amat penting lah kepada semua.
Mengenai masalah jenayah di sini, siapakah yang wajar disalahkan dan bagaimanakah mengatasinya?
Okey, masalah jenayah, pengajaran yang disalahkan. Okey, saya tak salahkan 100% pada pihak management, tapi saya juga harus mengatakan bahawa pihak management ni bersalah. Okey, right. Dalam ataupun ada mengatakan pihak management ni kena hire, kena mengaji, mencari orang yang profesional sebagai dijadikan untuk keselamatan. Okey, tapi mereka tak. Mereka cari orang yang tiada apa-apa kelulusan serta profesional dalam isu keselamatan. Okey, sebabkan inilah isu crime, isu jenayah ni makin meningkat. Selain tu, management juga haruslah meningkatkan lagi CCTV yang ada di kawasan bangunan serta. Dengan ini jenayah akan berkurangan.
Ada apa-apa lagi yang Encik nak tambah?
Okey, baik. Di sini saya nak tambah sedikit mengenai management office, mengenai pengurusan dalam cabaran dalam pengurusan di pejabat. Okey, cabaran ni lebih kuat apabila communication yang kurang. Jadi antara pihak atasan dan juga pihak bawah dia kena join, kena faham antara satu sama lain. Dengan ni mereka akan boleh buat satu kerja tu bersama-sama. Itu saja yang dapat saya kongsikan, apa yang saya tahu dari saya.
Okey, terima kasih kerana sudi meluangkan sedikit masa serta mengongsikan sebanyak cara menyelesaikan masalah di bangunan tinggi.